Hey guys, Glock42. Well, I must be a glutton for punishment because I'm doing another AFV club. This is the German 251D half-track, and all the years I've been building German armor, 40 years, I've never built a half-track. So we're going to remedy that situation with this one right here. It'll be another build review. I will do my damnedest to try and do an actual build review, because the last one I was going to do of a Panther G Tamiya, which I'm all done now. I actually didn't, yeah, I think I did the first 15 minutes and then I thoroughly forgot to film it, so enough of this. And we'll look at this as we build. Alright, well, let's see what's in the kit. Apparently we can do it late or an early. I'll do a late. Multi-piece hull, multi-piece tires. Lots of fiddly running gear, but that's typical of German. Looks like the only difference between late and early was the wooden slats for the seats versus the leather. Hopefully these tracks respond better than the other ones. And we've got 2nd SS Panzer Division, Eastern Front 43, Russia, Eastern Front 44, Unit Unknown, Warsaw. Okay, probably going to go around Warsaw, because I've got a dial planned with a Tiger. Parts breakdown don't look too bad. I picked this up for $18. It was between this one and a Tamiya for $15. Now, this one looked like it had a better detail. They both had the same type of one-piece track, so I figured, well, let's try another AFV club. Maybe it's going to be better. Well, parts breakdown look good. The MG42s and MG34s and the K98s all look nice. The slots look pretty good. Running gear looks not bad. Tires look not bad. This looks like a little nicer kit than that Churchill. Well, let's get started. Okay, we got the first two steps done. Seems okay. Plastic is super soft. Really, really soft. Detail is nice and sharp, but the plastic is soft. Okay, a couple of challenges here in the front suspension. The locating holes are all too small. When you try and get this little steering arm up in there, it just don't work so good. They make it like it's so open and easy to get to, but you pretty much cover it when you put in this other piece. So it's a bit of a foobar to get in. Challenging kit. Okay, parts B15 and B7, B14 and B8. And the fit is horrendous. I mean, absolutely horrendous. I had to go out and press them together on my bench vise to get them together. They're that bad of a fit. Wow. Okay, moving along on this AFV Club 251 half track. We've got the interior pretty much built. Got the running gear on and painted. I apologize, guys. Had some camera difficulties here and I just carried on building. So we can see fit on this is, it doesn't suck, but it isn't great. It's, I would call, a meh kit. It's looking good. It's looking like a 251 should, but it just, these guys just don't overwhelm me with their detail. So we've got the one thing I really find that AFV Club really dropped the ball on is on this dash. We've got great big dials and gauges. Normally I don't mind painting them, but come on guys, 35th scale, throw some decal options for the dials. It wouldn't be so bad, but these are kind of muddy. Well, muddy. They're kind of shallow detail. It's not really sharp, and it's going to be a bit of a bear to paint, but we'll work through it. We've got all the benches all done up, ready. Everything's all primed with, I think I used SdKfz on this, which worked all right. I got a 0.5 millimeter needle in my airbrush, and I have to pump it up about 65 pounds for it to spray. Weird. But it did go on nice and smooth and tight. The interior body's all ready to go. The next step on this is going to be airbrushing it. We'll be using the Tamiya dark yellow, which I think is just a superb German dark armor yellow for that time frame. So anyway, let's get some airbrushing done and get this puppy done. Well, as you can see by the complete mess on my workbench. We are well into this 251. Despite the crap detail that AFV Club has for their dashboard, way too light of very shallow detail. They should have decals, like I said before. We painted up so it looked good. Vallejo and Tamiya paints, detailed up, moderately weathered. Throw a little bit of mud in there. I'm not going to make it too greasy. A little bit of dirt and stuff in the seams. I'm not sure how much service life these things actually had. So that's coming along, and we are just about ready to button this puppy up, as in putting the top layer, top portion of the body. Okay, we got lots of fit issues here in this front plate. Nothing lined up. I had to actually put a thin piece of plastic card in there, then get some putty on it. And back here as well, really poor fit in the back plates. We need strip to fill it in. Warped, crooked, just overall a mediocre fit. So we've got a lot of fit issues along the front plate, along the back door, along the edges. A lot of gaps there. I've actually had to put plastic in there, fill it up with putty. And the passenger side, these tool boxes don't fit too badly, but the driver side needed shimming front and rear and all along here for it to even be close to fitting. And we'll get all this shiny stuff cleaned up. We may lose some rivet detail, but the gap there was just horrendous. And I've also found here that the drive sprockets don't really fit the tracks. You really literally have to wedge them right in, force them in, huge friction fit, work them right in, then they will, but you have to have pressure on them. So we'll see how it is when we glue them up. I'm thinking this might be set in a very muddy diorama. And we are going to do it in Tamiya XF60 Desert Dark Yellow. And we're also going to mix a little bit of clear X22 in it, and we will be using the X20A airbrush thinner. I found that if you keep everything all about the consistency of milk, it sprays on really nice. The clear gives it a nice semi-gloss, tough finish. Put decals on, and you can skip the gloss coat. So let's get painting. Okay, now we've already given this a base coat of Vallejo Model Color primer. I found thinning down the primer makes it spray a lot better. Now with the Tamiya paint, give it make it err on the thin side. You may have to give a few more extra coats, but don't worry about it. Now I like doing the black because it gives the dark yellow a really nice rich color, and it adds the shadows right in, right as you paint it. It just gives it so much more depth of color than just going straight. So I like to fill in the middles and just leave a little shadow along the edge of the panel lines. Kind of like that. It doesn't have to be 100% coverage, because the whole point of the black is to give it a little bit of look of wear and weathering before you start the weathering process. Sorry, just check to make sure I turn the damn camera on. So we're going to do this to the rest of the vehicle, and the big thing is to take away from remembering this, guys, is don't fill, just give it a little bit of dark on the edges of your panels. Just gives it a little bit more look of a weathered vehicle. Alright guys, there we have it. The 251-1 half track from AFV Club. It's all finished up. Just got the base color on, a little bit of post shade. This is going to end the build review on it. About 5 stars, probably a 2.5. Most of the locating holes were too small, too big. The tracks were a little bit too small, although they did finally glue up after I degreased the bleep out of them and let them sit, and they did finally respond to super glue. So the tracks weren't such a nightmare that I thought they would. The fit and finish of most of the body was problematic. It wasn't great, it wasn't awesome, but it certainly wasn't what you expect from a kit in 2016, 2017 anymore. That's, you know, to me this feels like a kit that should have come out in about the mid-90s, the way it went together. So thanks for sticking around, guys. There we have the build review of AFV Club's 251 half track. So in conclusion, one thing that AFV Club got very right were the decals. The decals are awesome. They're thin, they snuggle down, they respond to a setting solution, in this case Gunzy's Mr. Mark's offer. Very, very nice decals. Thumbs up to AFV Club on their decals. If you gotta find something good to say about this kit. So decals, awesome. Alright guys, that's it for this kit. Once again, thanks for watching, and you will see part of this one. This will show up again in my painting armor, German armored fighting videos, which is on the go, multi-part series. So keep watching for that. I probably think to post that probably after I get this one up. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, take care.